It's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep. I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me the name?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, what is your account?
It was her! Delilah's lie. She broke it. I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now, it's your turn. My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. Here's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than... I would have expected.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
Maybe, Alexandria, but sometimes your friends dictate your fate.
Freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way.
Cool.
Oh, the Royal Protector has risen. A bad night?
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Before I leave Serkonos, Duke Luca Abel and I are going to meet face to face, and he'll pay for all this. Delilah's powerful. How is it possible I haven't crossed her path in all these years? The closest path to the Royal Conservatory should be through Syria Garden. Delilah Copperspoon, or is it Caldwin?
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. You might be facing the wrong way. We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There will be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah, which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty.
Today's your lucky day.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up. Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
No, I've never heard one word about your exploits, but go on. What did
An excellent choice.
tap on them? For shit's sake, why do you have to ruin everything? I feel like I was the victim. How are we supposed to attract any suckers if you won't play along?
You're the worst stuck I've ever seen. Pirate Betty, my ass. You couldn't scare a sea.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
What a movie.
You're a far better actress than I am.
Welcome. Don't worry, we are perfectly safe in my shop. Take your time.
Who opened this door? Maybe the wind or something. Something really stinks around here. And this time it ain't me.
What's going on?
Tasted awful. That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely. This shirt reeks.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
Damn it, I need to...
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Been acting up?
No. The technical officer came by and said it was fine. He looked at the wall of light, then climbed up to check the windmill. All good. Why?
Yesterday, the wind kicked up so hard I thought the windmill was gonna fall apart. The wall of light was flickering and sparking like crazy.
back up my carnage to the blood and all those people who the new empress is on the throne in Dunwall. Delilah called me first of her name. May she reign forever. There are some traitors who question her claim to the throne. Morley, Tivia, treasonous nations skulking in the cold, gloomy north. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. So Cronus will fight for Delilah to the bitter end.
Ashworth is somewhere inside the Royal Conservatory.
Some of you have questioned my new tax levy by the Grand Let me answer all rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Mail, my good friend. He's a patriot. A man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of his land silver into shiny coins. I asked him to double the number of mine workers, and he did it. No complaints. Harnaca needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Serkonian spirit. That's what we need.
find out what happened to Burlton and
Someone
Lieutenant
was
Keith.
asking for
let's see.
trouble over there.
What was it?
Hard times. Gotta be on the lookout.
Look at you, leaving a trail of bloody boot prints across this dying city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Wonder if the rumors are true about the Crown Killer. The Royal Protector? Really? A bunch of degenerates.
Someone, help!
out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new empress, Delilah.
She wanted to raise the blood briar, but cannot. After trying to make grave vows for weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails.
That's just the way it is, dear Carmelia. Delilah wears the outsider's honor, and some she can do flows down to us. Doesn't she? Think about working your fingers while we didn't know.
Something's going on, that's for sure. Better keep my eyes open.
Before dawn, former milkmaids and magistrates, come before me and bow, for I am Delilah, your queen. Also Delilah.
You're going to lose an eye making fun like that.
She's only having fun, Francesca. And Brianna's too busy with the communion to be bothered. She's got her mind on the Sisters of the Oracular Order.
Yes, because otherwise the Abbey will see us all blackened by fire. Now stop with this nonsense.
But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that itchy?
These odd lenses might be linked to what Ashworth is working on.
Miraculous sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right. So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft.
Do now? I'm ruined. I feel... Leave. Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. After Delilah fell to the Assassin Down, her magic was lost, and the Coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others joined. New faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The Overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
No, don't let them bite you!
Welcome, welcome. Have you heard? I'm told they robbed one of our shops. I'd like to see them try it here. Welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. I look forward to the day when I can reopen my gallery. All those valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them. Truly a shame. The district is so quiet since the conservatory was closed. To wrap it for you, I suppose. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. An excellent choice. Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. Welcome. Don't worry, we are perfectly safe in my shop. Take your time.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
Three years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back-alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale, beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
You're in Karnaca to do. I can only say, good luck. The city, the country, the empire, everyone is counting on you. I'll send something special for you, by way of courier. I hope it helps.
So the Royal Protector is headed into the Dust District. Corvo says he hasn't been back in a long time. I can't blame him for that. According to Sokolov, he'll be trying to get into Aramis Stilton's house. Not easy. I've tried. Stilton was a friend. Even as a mine owner, he was a good man who came up from working people and never forgot it. I went looking for him the night he disappeared. But the house was swarming with the Grand Guard. I showed them what I was worth, but it cost me. I'll live to see that score settled.
Megan can take care of herself. Listen to me, talking to myself like the old loon I am. Megan is out in the city, but I'll explain. So many years. I never expected to feel so tired. I came to Karnaca for the food and the clean air. Now this.
I knew plenty of people like Paolo growing up. Maybe not as crafty.
Visiting the Royal Conservatory got us closer to understanding Delilah's secret. Now,
if I put people to work down in a mine, I'd want to live in a fortified bunker too. No more witches in Karnaca.
What I wouldn't give for one more expedition to Pandysia, to see the cliffs rising up again, to watch the dust storms. This is over.